Hey, what's up? Welcome to the LEGNDZ Podcast. Commissioner Scott here, bringing back Leo and Shea, both in the league, the Legends over here. We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to talk about NFL divisions. Kind of see if I want your take on who's making the playoffs here. And Leo, coming right to you, fellow Philadelphia Eagle fan. We're hitting up the NFC East first. I want to hear the winner and if there are wild cards in that division.
Okay.
And don't take your Eagle bias too much. I want your fantasy.
It's already built in.
I will do my best to be unbiased.
All right, go ahead.
I'm still.
So I'm giving you first dibs on this because of that.
You know, I'm going to be unbiased. But I'm still taking the Eagles to win the NFC, and I'm taking as much as I hate to admit it, I'm taking Dallas as the wild card.
Okay. See, I'm gonna change this up. I'm taking the Eagles to win the division as well. Dallas does not make the playoffs this year. The Giants take the wild card. The New York Giants take the wild card.
So you're not worried about
before I go further.
You're not worried about the receiver's injury. What's his name?
Yeah, Malik Neighbors? Sure.
Neighbors, yeah. Neighbors' injury. He may not be back until midseason.
Okay.
You think Dart can do it on his own?
If he comes back, it's an added bonus. They added weapons on the defensive side. I think they have the Commanders' number. I think Dallas puts... Yes, they got a good defensive player in the draft. Big name. I get it. But it's Dallas. Everyone gets a year older. Okay? Dak is getting older. CD used to be a top 5. Now he's going 6 to 10 in fantasy. Don't get me wrong. He's going to score his touchdowns. But unfortunately, Dallas is going 500, and they're not going to make the playoffs. So,
yeah, nah. I got Philly. I got Philly too, and just push and everything. They're just
no wild card?
Too good. Yeah, I think as much as it probably they could have used them. Getting rid of AJ Brown was probably the right decision. You know what I mean? But Mekhi Lemon is going to be probably a sleeper. Previous episode we were talking about top rookie wide receivers. He could be a sleeper breakout. Just because him and Devontae Smith just lining up. But yeah, Dallas. I don't think he's a wild card. Probably, I would say Commanders, but I don't think any of them. I think it's just Philly.
I think we're underestimating how much the injury for Dallas went through impacted them. You know what I mean? So, with both receivers back healthy, I think Dallas is going to do better. I hate to admit it, but
I disagree. Because when CD wasn't there, say he's playing the X, when CD's not there, I get it. George went off. I get it, right? But when CD was there, what are George Pickens' numbers? Right? Not the same.
He doesn't have to do it.
Not the same. Huh?
No, he won't have to. When you have two numbers, you have 1A, 1B. If they're both healthy, Dallas is gonna be tough to beat. I would not be surprised if it came down to, an Eagles Cowboys game in week 15, and one gets in the playoffs, and maybe one is right on the cusp. I could see it being close.
No, Dallas will be close. Dallas will be close, but they're on the cusp and they won't make it. And the Giants will squeak.
The big thing with Dallas, especially recently, is because they can't stop a nosebleed. The floodgates open, and they're in high scoring games, and you can only do that so much. The Parsley Street is gonna reflectively hurt them.
All right, I'm gonna jump to the next division. So we all kind of generally took the Eagles there. You're saying no wild cards. I say Giants, and Leo, you went Cowboys. All right, I'm gonna jump to the AFC real quick. I'm going to hit up the AFC West. AFC West, we got the Chiefs, obviously the Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. So Raiders are not in this conversation, but this year the Chiefs win the division again. They come back, they win the division, and you have the Broncos and the Chargers. I have the Broncos and Chargers making wild card splashes into the playoffs.
3 teams.
3 teams. 2 wild cards are from this division. Broncos, Chargers. Chiefs win it. Chiefs go pretty far into the playoffs. If you're gonna have another Chiefs Bills late round championship game. So whoever ends up, doing all that. But they're coming back. The Chiefs are gonna be hot. Travis is going into his last year. They added the Kenneth Walker. We talked about that in the last episode. They have not had a running game. Patrick Mahomes was getting rushed left and right. They're coming back. They're coming back. The Broncos are going to be good, though. They're going to be up there, but they're not going to win the division. That's my take.
Yeah, I think you got 3, but yeah, Denver's defense is ridiculously good, and their offense with Sean Payton is performing as well as anybody, and with the addition of Waddle, I think they take it, and then you got your 2 wild cards, the Chiefs and Chargers.
I say the Chargers take it.
You saying Chargers take the division?
I do. I say the Chargers take the division. Improved offensive line. Lamar and Hampton healthy. I say the Chargers take it. I think the Chiefs are overrated.
So the Chiefs don't make the playoffs. So you're saying the Chiefs don't make the playoffs again?
No, the Chiefs would be a wild card in my opinion, but I have to agree with the 3 teams. At first, I was a little hesitant to agree that all 3 would make it. I want to say the Chiefs are not going to, but I don't like counting. I can't count out Mahomes.
Until he doesn't get there, you can't count him out.
Agreed. But he's not winning the division this year. I really do think the Chargers take it.
I think the Chargers win the first game when they play, and then the second game when the Chiefs play. Just like Mike McDaniel on the Dolphins, the guy is amazing to start, but then he can't make changes past week 8. So great mind. However, you gotta, and I hate to say this as a Dolphin fan, you gotta Bill Belichick things. You have to realize what's going on in the game plan, and then you got to make adjustments. As a Dolphin fan, his adjustments screen. So now he's going to the Chargers. New weapons, Ladd McConkey, Amari and Hampton. I get it. It's great. Let's see what happens after week 8, because this is the NFL and defenses are going to start changing to Mr. McDaniels. So that offense is only going to go so far. That's why the Chargers they start well, but then they go to the wild card.
And the Chargers don't have the speed that the Dolphins had.
No, I mean they have.
McDaniel's a good mind, so he's going to figure it out and come up with some crazy shit.
Yeah, so, up to week 8, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and that's when the referees kick in for the Chiefs, and
come on, I'm not a Chief fan, but I don't do that whole thing. You got to give Mahomes credit where credit is due. He's going to go into the history books as one of the greatest of all time. So, and it's not going to be, the referee did this, the referee did that. No, I've seen it for more and more quarterbacks as time has gone. They barely touching quarterbacks. Everyone's getting flags these days. It's not just Patrick.
No, that's fair. That's fair. No one's going to argue with you on that.
All right, I'm going to hit up one more division. We're going to stay in the AFC. You started talking about it in the last episode. I cut you off. AFC North. So you kind of mentioned the Ravens. Obviously, we got the Bengals, Steelers, and Browns. And I hate saying this, and I know the Steelers always make this run. Somehow they always squeak in. But this is the year it just doesn't happen, okay? They're not squeaking in anymore. And unfortunately, after last year, the Ravens are not going either. So we have one winner from this division. That is the Bengals. They end up barely squeaking in. The other 3 don't make it in. The Browns are figuring out. They have Shedeur Sanders. Meanwhile, there's rumors they're looking to trade this kid. What are the Browns doing? The Browns don't know. The Browns have talent, and for years on years and years, they don't know what to do with it, right? The Steelers, they probably get 500. They're not making it in. And unfortunately, Lamar, brother, I love you, but last year you hurt me in fantasy. I don't know if your injuries are hurting you, if it's time to retire, move on, but it's just not going to happen this year. So that's my take. Bengals take the division.
Scott tried trading me Lamar Jackson a few times last year.
I mean, dude, I reached for him in a 16-man league.
Get him off.
Next thing you know, Lamar doesn't perform like Lamar. Every year, bro, you have Lamar Jackson. I mean, you reach. I reached. Love the kid.
You reach every year.
Boy, I mean, yeah, but that's a side. That's a side of it,
Hashtag truth.
Yeah. Well, the Bengals are taking the division, unfortunately. So we'd love to see Lamar do it, but the Bengals are taking it. Joe Burrow,
barring barring
Huh?
health to Mr. Joe Cool over there, they should be able to win the division. They re-signed Hendrickson, or no, sorry, excuse me, Hendrickson went to the Patriots. But yeah, I mean, defense is always their problem, similar to Dallas. You know, they're going to put up points, and you know, just they're going to be able to outscore people. And then you look at Pittsburgh, Tomlin not being there is going to impact them a lot, just from a mentality standpoint. But
Heck yeah.
you know, you got Watt, they're going to play defense, which is fine. You know, but they're
They
going to
always
put up
do.
they can put up numbers.
I mean, what's Jalen Warren in fantasy? Like 30 overall? I mean, what are they doing? DK Metcalf? Did he get 2 years younger since last season? No.
No, the Steelers are done. Without Tomlin,
Yeah.
I agree. They're not making the
Yeah.
playoffs. But I think if you're going to say, based on Joe Cool's health, you could say the same thing about Lamar's health. So if Lamar's healthy, I say they're right back in it the same way.
Yeah.
I mean,
My fear is that Lamar said he was healthy last year, and watching the last like 6-7 games of the season, that was not the case. So is he
he
saying
clearly
he's
wasn't.
healthy and pushing him through? What?
He clearly wasn't healthy. Agreed.
Yeah. So, and I always said, you know what? If they're active in the game, they're obviously healthy, right? Or else why would they put their bodies through, either the games or whatever? But we can always say offensive coordinator issues. We can say receiver issues. But Zay Flowers a baller, right? Derrick Henry's still running the rock like a G last year. So you still have weapons around you. What happened with Lamar? Is it the routes not being run the right way? I mean, now we got a new coach. The Ravens are just up in the air. They're up in the air. They need to figure themselves out, and it's not going to be the year. The Bengals, Joe Burrow. I mean, the outfits are ridiculous, but the guy comes in and finds receivers, so it is what it is. And actually, maybe not ridiculous.
I mean,
Maybe they're not
he's still
ridiculous. Maybe
still
some
got
people
T
like it.
Higgins and Mr. Chase. So
That's all. That's all it needs. And Chase Brown, the first couple, week 1 through 8 was slow, but you know what? They made some changes. They did the right thing. Chase Brown starts, doing much better. Their O line was horrific last year, so hopefully this year they make those adjustments. If they can make those adjustments on the O line, Bengals 100% take it. But if they're, then if not, then honestly it's up for grabs. So
I say whatever quarterback starts more games, that team wins the division.
yeah, that's a good point.
Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson.
That's a good point. Or maybe Shador. Maybe just Shador. Maybe they give Shador. They give the kid an opportunity, and Shador just goes and takes the division from all of us, right? Because they got the rookie. How
is Deshaun Watson even in the conversation? That's the part that drives me crazy.
I don't understand it. I don't understand
him $300 billion. You got to might as well use him.
Play Shador. There's something in the Browns organization. They don't like the kid. I don't know if it's Dion. I don't know what it is. But Shador balled. Okay? There's no reason he should not come out as the starter. I don't care how much money you paid someone. Look at Tua. Look what happened. You pay him a lot, goes to the Falcons. It doesn't matter, right? Play the best player. I don't care how much money he's on your roster. For you to even field trades, the Browns should be ashamed of themselves.
Oh, I agree. You said play to win the game, right?
Yeah,
play to win the game. And the kid put up numbers.
They invested in the offense, got some receivers in the draft, so they're trying. They've gone defense a lot throughout the drafts. They haven't really paid attention to the offensive side of the ball. And now, we'll see.
Well, Leo, Shea, I appreciate you guys. This is going to wrap up our episode 6 of the LEGNDZ Fantasy Podcast. For those listening, we'll be back here shortly with our next episode. Stay tuned, subscribe. We're on Spotify, YouTube. Reach out on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. All the above. Leo, Shea, I appreciate you guys. As always, we're getting closer and closer fantasy football, gents. Closer and closer. It's among us.
We're inching. Can feel it.
Yep.
Later, guys.
You know it.